Today we're diving into a head-to-head review of two golf balls that claim to stand out, literally. We're talking about the Srixon Soft Feel Brite versus Titleist Velocity for visibility, review, and comparison. First up, we have the Srixon Soft Feel Brite. The Soft Feel Brite is essentially Srixon's popular soft feel ball, but with a twist. It comes in matte, high-visibility colors like red, green, and orange. It's still a two-piece design built for golfers with moderate swing speeds, aiming to deliver a soft feel, solid distance, and forgiveness. But now you won't lose it as easily in the rough, hopefully. So what's inside? The Brite uses Srixon's fast layer core. Think of it like a marshmallow that gets firmer toward the edges, soft in the middle for feel, firmer on the outside for distance and control. It's wrapped in a thin 1.6mm Ionomer cover, which helps keep costs down while still offering some spin around the greens. And on the outside, you'll find a 338 speed dimple pattern, engineered to cut drag on the way up and add lift on the way down, helping the ball stay straighter and in the air longer. Now let's talk numbers. Compression is about 60, so it's on the softer side. It launches mid to high, spins low off the driver to keep shots straighter, and gives you moderate spin on approaches. Don't expect tour-level wedge spin, but you'll definitely get some drop and stop on receptive greens. In real-world play, golfers with average or slower swing speeds found the Brite gets up in the air easily and carries well. The flight is generally high and straight, forgiving on mishits. Around the greens, you'll see decent stopping power. It's not biting back like a Pro V1, but you're not watching it roll out endlessly either. Now the trade-off? Some testers reported inconsistent launch angles or spin if you don't catch it clean. And at higher swing speeds, you may see excess spin or less rollout compared to firmer balls. One of the Soft Feel Brite's biggest selling points is, well, the feel. Off the putter, it's super soft, muted, and pleasant. Some love that smooth, quiet feedback. Others say it feels a little mushy on full shots compared to firmer tour balls. Then there's visibility. The matte, bright finishes really do stand out. Red, green, orange, they're easy to track in flight and much easier to find in the fairway or rough. Plus, the alignment stamp helps when you're lining up putts. That's a small but nice touch. Most reviewers said the Brite holds up fine for casual play, but scuffing shows up after a round or two, especially if you clip a cart path or blast out of a bunker. Compared to premium urethane balls, it's definitely not as tough. So if you like your balls looking pristine, expect to rotate them out a little more often. Srixon Soft Feel Brite pros and cons. Pros: very soft feel on putts and chips. Easy launch for moderate swing speeds. Bright colors make tracking easier. Forgiving on mishits. Cons: not as tough, scuffing shows up quickly. Spin and launch can feel inconsistent at times. Soft feel may be too mushy for some players. Next, let's talk about the Titleist Velocity. It's designed for maximum distance and high launch. Think speed and carry over greenside finesse. It's positioned below the Pro V1 and Pro V1X, which are all about spin control and short game precision, but above entry-level models like the True Feel. Basically, Titleist built this for golfers who want to hit it longer and higher, even if that means giving up some short game control. Let's break down the tech. The Velocity is a two-piece golf ball, a big, high-speed LSX core surrounded by a NAS Plus Ionomer cover. The core is all about energy transfer and speed. The cover? It's thin, firm, and built for durability, with just enough feel. Then you've got the 350 octahedral dimple design, which stabilizes flight and helps it launch higher. On course, here's what that tech translates to. With the driver and fairway woods, you'll notice low spin, high launch. That's where the distance gains come from. With irons, the ball really pops off the face, and players with slower swing speeds especially find it easier to get airborne. Around the green, this is where Velocity shows its trade-off. Spin is limited. You won't get that one hop and stop action you'd expect from a Pro V1. Chips and pitches roll out more. Feel-wise, it's on the firmer side. Off the driver, it feels solid and hot, but with wedges and the putter, you get that more clicky sound instead of the soft, muted feel of a urethane ball. Some golfers don't mind, but if you're picky about sound and feedback, you'll notice it. One of the Velocity's strengths is durability. The NAS Plus cover holds up really well. You can easily get multiple rounds in without shredding the ball, unlike softer urethane covers. Independent testing also showed Titleist keeps these balls consistent in weight, roundness, and compression. For the 2022 model, compression was measured around 84, firm but not rock hard. So how does it actually play? It's really easy to launch. A lot of mid to high handicap players say it helps them get the ball up in the air with less effort. Distance is consistent, especially with full swings from tee to green. But when you get close to the green, you need to adjust expectations. Expect more rollout, less bite. Plan to land it short and let it release. And you've got some fun color options. Classic white, plus matte orange, matte green, and sometimes a matte blue. That's a nice bonus if you like visibility on the course. Price is another selling point. At about $30 a dozen, it's a good deal compared to Pro V1s at nearly double that. But depending on where you live, Velocity sometimes creeps close to mid-tier premium balls, so it's worth considering whether you'd prefer a touch more greenside control for a little extra. Titleist Velocity pros and cons. Pros: high launch and long distance. Forgiving on mishits. Durable cover. Multiple color options. Cons: limited greenside spin. Firm, clicky feel. Less shot shaping control. Srixon Soft Feel Brite versus Titleist Velocity differences. Feel and softness. Soft Feel Brite is generally regarded as having a softer, more muted feel, especially around the greens and on putts. Velocity tends to be firmer, or at least firmer than a soft tour urethane, especially on longer shots. The trade-off is more distance but less softness on mishits. Who each is good for. Srixon Soft Feel Brite. Golfers who prefer softer feel, especially around the greens and on putts, but still want a capable distance value ball. Players with moderate to slower swing speeds who don't need a premium urethane short game performer, but want a balanced, forgiving ball. Titleist Velocity. Players who prioritize distance over short game spin, especially if their swing speed or ball speed is such that added yardage is beneficial. Mid to high handicappers who want a distance, forgiving ball at a mid-tier price compared to premium urethane models.